Yo, I'm Graham. I play keyboards and guitars in Tokyo Police Club. So I want to start with an album that I ride super hard for, and it's a Canadian band called the Melogrove Band, Planets Conspire. Pop record, but it has this arcing consistency to it. There's like recurring musical themes that come in and out. Each individual song just slays. Through no fault of their own, through like business boondoggles and labels that sort of, changed business plans at inopportune times. The record never came out in America. It never really got the shine it deserved in Canada. So I'm reduced to begging everyone to check them out. Come Down Machine, the most recent Strokes album, because everyone loves Is This It. Is This It is a sick album that's like a consensus statement. Room on Fire, great follow-up, everyone knows these things. By the time Come Down Machine comes out, everyone's kind of just like out on the Strokes. And I think that's a real shame because I fully believe the Strokes have never released a bad song and have only released like A- at worst songs. If you're a Strokes fan and you love the old records, you owe it to yourself to check it out again, because I swear to you, Come Down Machine is wall-to-wall jam. If you're in a mellow mood, or if you're in a sort of a thinky, feely mood and you want some words in your life, I got a ride from my man Leonard Cohen called New Skin for the Old Ceremony, and in my opinion it's just the perfect encapsulation of like Leonard Cohen and an acoustic guitar and some kind of like weird, not fully thought out arrangements with like a lot of jaw harp. Like a weird amount of jaw harp, a substantial amount of jaw harp on every song. So the next one I wanted to say is this album called The Expanding Universe. It's by Laurie Spiegel, who is this amazing electronic musician. It's hard to talk about the record because it's just sort of this big, sprawling sort of, 70s spacey feeling instrumental thing of just synthesizers. I believe it's the first song on the Voyager Gold record, the record they sent out into space, so that if aliens ever discover this thing that is now past the edge of our solar system, and they manage to play a record, the first thing they're going to hear is Laurie Spiegel's synth version of like a 16th century classical piece. And I forgot to write down who said this. I can't remember if it was Carl Sagan or whoever the president was at the time, but there was this quote about the record that I wrote down because I wanted to read it. "This is a present from a small, distant world, a token of our sounds, our science, our images, our music, our thoughts, and our feelings." And although that wasn't specifically about the song, it really resonated with me just as like, I feel like everything anyone does could answer to that description, and like the best you could hope for with any music is to be like a small present. The last one I wanted to say was William Basinski, The Disintegration Loops. If you don't know the story, it was this guy William Basinski had these old tape loops he'd made, and he went to go digitize them because he was like, well, tape degrades and I want to like record these on my computer so I just still have these loops that I made. And while he was digitizing them, he realized the tapes were degrading as he did the digitization, so he just let them run and recorded in real time this loop that he made disappearing from its original version forever. And the first song on it, which is called like 1.1, is in my opinion, like the most beautiful piece of sound that there is in existence, and it's like an hour and a half of a loop that must be 5 seconds long tops, imperceptibly disappearing. And at no point can you tell until you go, if you start at the beginning and skip all the way to the end, it vanishes into nothing. And it's like, it's profound, it makes you feel like humbled and small. And I think it's something everyone needs to listen to because it'll change the way you think about not just music, but sound and maybe life even. So that's 5. That's 5 records everyone needs to hear.
That's amazing.